Brothers and sisters of Tanzania, sons and daughters of this ancient and blessed land, I speak to you not from a podium of power, but from the heart of a fellow African who bleeds the same dreams, feels the same wounds, and shares the same unshakable love for our continent. I stand before you not as a president, not as a man of status, but as your brother, your comrade in the eternal fight for dignity, freedom, and sovereignty. I bring to you a message from the red heart of Burkina Faso to the green plains and proud mountains of Tanzania. A message written not on parchment or political leaflets, but engraved in the soul of every African who refuses to kneel before foreign masters. A message born of struggle, pain, pride, and hope. Tanzania, the year 2025 is not another date on the calendar. It is not another election season of empty promises and plastic smiles. It is a crossroad of destiny, a moment when history itself pauses to see which path you will take. Will Tanzania rise as a sovereign force for Africa's rebirth, or bow once more before the hands that once enslaved its people and plundered its riches? Brothers and sisters, I beg you to see what lies before you. Choose Africa. Choose yourselves. Choose your children, your future, your soil, your dignity. The time has come to reject illusions disguised as friendship, to turn away from the smiles that hide the chains of debt, to refuse the handshakes that reach across oceans, not in brotherhood, but in ownership. For decades, the same powers that once colonized our lands have returned wearing suits instead of uniforms. They arrive with contracts instead of guns, with loans instead of armies. They speak of development while draining our lifeblood. They call it trade when they take and leave us with nothing but promises. They have looted our gold and called it commerce. They have stolen our oil and named it cooperation. They have stripped our lands of diamonds, uranium, lithium, cobalt, and called it investment. They have taken our gas, our timber, our people's sweat, and told us we should be grateful for aid. But this generation, your generation, must say enough. Tanzania, you sit upon one of the most blessed lands on this planet. Your soil hides treasures that kings would have waged wars for. Beneath your rivers and mountains lie the veins of gold, the oceans of gas, the mountains of minerals that could transform not only your economy, but the destiny of Africa itself. You hold the keys to the continent's future, if only you dare to use them for your own people. You are told that you are poor. You are told that you are weak. You are told that you must depend on others. But I tell you, these are lies built to control you. You are not poor. You are rich beyond measure. Your wealth is not measured in bank accounts, but in the earth under your feet, in the strength of your farmers, in the intelligence of your youth, in the courage of your history. The question before you is not whether Tanzania has wealth. The question is, who benefits from it? Will Tanzanian oil build Tanzanian schools or foreign mansions? Will Tanzanian gas light the homes of Tanzanian families or warm the cities of Europe? Will Tanzanian minerals create jobs for Tanzanian youth or be shipped abroad while your young people wait in unemployment lines? Ask yourselves, how many times have foreign companies arrived with smiling faces, promising prosperity, only to dig your land hollow and leave your people in despair? They build roads, but those roads lead not to your freedom, but to your minds. They build ports, but those ports serve their exports. They call it investment, but what they invest in is control. And when they have taken enough, they call it partnership. This has been Africa's tragedy for a century. The tragedy not of poverty, but of ownership. The wealth is ours. The control is theirs. They come with fine suits, clever words, and endless contracts, and we sign away the inheritance of our children. They tell you about privatization when they mean surrender. They speak of aid when they mean dependence. They praise free markets while ensuring Africa remains chained. But the time for this deceit must end. It must end with you. No foreign government should decide how Tanzanian oil is used. No foreign corporation should own your gas fields. No outsider should profit more from Tanzanian minerals than the Tanzanian child who walks past those mines barefoot.
The world envies Tanzania because the world knows the truth. Without Africa, the modern world collapses. Without Tanzanian graphite, lithium, cobalt, nickel, and gold, there are no smartphones, no electric cars, no satellites, no weapons, no modern technology. Every convenience of the West depends on what lies beneath your soil. That is why they come smiling. That is why they disguise exploitation as partnership. That is why they tell you to stay dependent, because your independence is their loss. But you must open your eyes and say, no more. Tanzania must no longer dig while others profit. Tanzania must no longer export raw materials and import finished goods at 10 times the price. Tanzania must no longer be a rich land with poor people. Your struggle is not only about economics, it is about dignity. It is about who owns Tanzania, who owns Africa. Independence is not a flag. Freedom is not a speech. True independence begins when your wealth works for you, when your land feeds your people, when your minerals power your nation. Do not let your inheritance be stolen again under the name of cooperation. Vote for leaders who know Tanzania belongs to Tanzanians. Vote for those who see your children's future as sacred, not for sale. The West knows your worth. The question is, do you? To the youth of Tanzania, I say, this election belongs to you. You are the heartbeat of your nation. You are the ones who must decide whether your generation will take back your country or sell it again for hollow promises. Ask those who seek your votes, where were you when foreign corporations dictated your policies? Where were you when your minerals were stolen? Where were you when Africa cried for unity? Do not be deceived by speeches written in Western capitals. Do not be fooled by campaigns funded with foreign money. You are not powerless. You are the majority. You are the voice that can change Africa's course. They will tell you that standing for Africa will bring suffering, that rejecting Western control means isolation. But what kind of friendship enslaves you? What kind of trade keeps you poor? What kind of aid comes with chains? True development comes from within, from unity, work, pride, and belief in your people. Look at Burkina Faso. They said we would fail. They said we would starve without their aid, collapse without their loans, crumble without their soldiers. They said we would crawl back begging. But we did not. We stood tall and said, we are not slaves, we are Africans. They predicted chaos. They promised our fall. Yet here we stand, walking slowly, but with pride. We walk with our heads high, not because our pockets are full, but because our dignity is intact. When we expelled foreign troops, they said we would perish. When we ended exploitative contracts, they said our economy would die. But we are alive, stronger, prouder, more united, because our people learned that poverty with dignity is better than wealth with chains. And so can you, Tanzania. You too can stand. You too can rise. You too can show the world that Africa kneels before no one. Your destiny is not in Washington, Paris, or London. It lies in the red soil under your feet, in the sweat of your farmers, in the courage of your youth, in the wisdom of your elders, in the unity of your people. The heart of your nation beats not in foreign capitals, but in Salaam, in Dodoma, in Mwanza, in Arusha, in every village, every field, every shore. It beats in the fishermen who wake before dawn to feed their families. It beats in the miners who descend into the earth for the wealth of your nation. It beats in the students who dream not of fleeing abroad, but of building a stronger Africa at home. When you believe in yourselves, Tanzania, no power can stop you. The world will say you need them, that your economy depends on them, that your future is tied to their aid and investment. But what they fear most is the day you realize you never needed them at all. They fear a Tanzania that refines its oil, trains its engineers, feeds its people, and stands tall. They fear an Africa that no longer begs but builds, because that day, their dominance ends. Freedom has a price. It is paid in courage, not gold. It is seized, not given. When you choose self-reliance, the world will test you. They will attack your leaders, isolate your nation, spread lies to divide your people. But if you stay united, remembering who you are, the descendants of warriors, of kings and queens, no force can defeat you. Tanzania was built on the dream of Julius Nyerere, a man who believed in African pride and unity. That spirit still burns in you. It lives in every farmer, every worker, every mother, every young Tanzanian who believes in their own strength. The West will never build your future because your dependency feeds their wealth. But when you decide to rise, to rely on your own, the world will witness your power. The same sun that shines on Washington shines brighter over Dar es Salaam. Your rivers, your soil, your hands, they are enough. Your power lies in your unity. Your freedom lies in your sovereignty. Your future lies in your hands. Look at Burkina Faso. We were called poor, but we stood. We were called weak, but we resisted. Now the world looks at us with disbelief because they cannot understand a people who choose freedom over comfort. That is the same spirit I see in you, Tanzania. Proud, unbreakable. Africa's new dawn is rising. From Bamako to Ouagadougou, from Niamey to Dar es Salaam, the sons and daughters of Africa are awakening. We are saying no to exploitation, no to corrupt leaders, no to foreign puppets. We are saying yes to unity, yes to sovereignty, yes to dignity. Tanzania, your choice in 2025 will echo across the continent. It will tell the world whether Africa still kneels or has risen to stand as one. Do not vote for those who sell your birthright. Do not vote for those who kneel to foreign ambassadors. Vote for those who believe in the African dream. For those who protect your land, your gas, your oil, your minerals. Africa is waiting for you. Burkina Faso stands with you. Mali stands with you. Niger stands with you. The free nations of Africa stand with you. The winds of change are blowing and no one can stop them. You are part of that storm. Let your vote be your weapon. Let your unity be your shield. Let your love for Africa be your fire. Tanzania, rise. The time of submission is over. The time of African pride has come. Stand tall, stand proud, stand for Africa.